Hello Fly Tyers, welcome to another episode of Angler Maids Aaron at the Fly Desk. Today I'm going to show you how to tie one of my favorite caddis flies. We call it Cody's caddis. And this is a emerging caddis fly. The thing I love about caddis and why I have tons of them in the fly box is they are a primary food source for trout, and when they key in on them, caddis fly can be an unstoppable fly for catching fish. So what I've done first is I've just cut a little piece of latex. You get latex, you can order it in little sheets, or you can buy it pre-cut. I actually like the sheets better because the pre-cut seems to be a little bit too clear for some reason. And if I just get the good old-fashioned latex sheets, it's a little bit darker and less translucent, so you can't see through it as good. Okay, so I've tied on a piece of latex. The next thing I'm going to do is I just grab another thread bobbin. This one's got brown thread on it, kind of an olive brown actually, but it's quite a bit darker than this light olive thread I'm using. So my light olive thread is going to be my base thread. Then I'm going to wrap this brown thread on with it, and then I'm going to just hang it off the back of my vise out of the way. If you don't have a vise like mine, a rotary vise, you can have your kids or your wife come hold this for you while you're tying flies. My wife loves to do that. So then I've wrapped this olive thread through my all the way to the front of the hook. Then I take this latex and I actually stretch it because I want a nice tapered body. So I'm going to wrap it just end over the top. Then as I get closer to the middle, I'm going to actually not stretch it as much. Kind of bulk it up a little bit. And then I'm going to end by stretching it a couple more wraps. Oops. So stretched it. Now to cut it, I'm going to stretch it again, snip it off, and then wrap down on it. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to whip finish my light olive base thread. Cut that off. Get it out of the way. Okay, now this is a cool trick that I've learned. So I now take my darker thread, and I'm actually going to make a little tail point on the back. Then I'm simply going to just wrap it right over the top of where my latex wrapped over the top of itself. And what it does is it accentuates the ribbing of this fly to make it look a lot more natural. Alright, so I am now to the front of the fly. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a trusty 10 permanent marker. I won't tell you what brand it is so we don't get censored. Maybe they don't censor you, they probably don't care. But I'm going to just color the very top and the sides of this fly. But I'm not going to color the underbelly. So you can see it's kind of given that a two-tone look. Whoops. Moved it out of the frame. Okay, so once we got that, I'm going to take some UV glue. Not that much. You're learning how to improvise on this video. and you grab a piece of cardboard and take off some of the UV glue, because I meant to do that. And I don't use thick, I use thin, because I'm just trying to cover it to give it a little better look. And then I tip it upside down, and you can see it's just starting to drip. Ooh, that probably hurts the viewer's eyes. Flip it back over. But you can see it kind of gives it a humpback, really cool look. And it seals that thread in there and makes that fly nice and solid. So you can see that is a really cool caddis body. So I'll turn off our UV light. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get some Swiss straw, it's called. And it's right here. So just kind of a, I don't even know how to explain it. Kind of looks like crushed straw all bundled together. What I do is I just cut a little piece off, and then I cut it on an angle with my scissors, because this is an actual caddis wing that we've done. So you can see I've kind of cut it on a little angle. And then what I do is I take it, and I only want this to go to the middle of the body. Leaving myself plenty of room for my head. And I take the second one, do the exact same thing. Cut that off. So now you can see I've got two nice little caddis wings. And if you get it a little long, just cut it. That one is a little bit longer than the other one. There. So you can see they look really natural, just like a regular caddis wing. That's why I like using Swiss straw on those. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a turkey flat. And just cut about a 1/4 inch of them off. And then if you got a rotary vise, I like to flip it around. This is going to be our legs. I just tie it right on the bottom. Nothing too fancy. So now you can see you got some nice legs poking out. And then what we do is I like to build up my head on my caddis. And we'll simply whip finish. Okay. So now what I like to do is take my just normal household tweezers, and I actually like to pull my legs, kind of scrunch them up a little bit. Just makes it look a little more buggy. Pull them down. Scrunch them in there. So you can see now I've got nice emerging caddis, those wings coming out of the wing casing. Our legs are sticking out the bottom. Nice looking body on the fly. And then we'll simply get our UV glue, pop it on there. And there you have it, my friends. Cody's caddis. Great emerger fly. I fished this in the early summer and spring, right below just a normal dry fly, right under the subsurface. And the fish, when these things are coming off or keyed in, that tan little marker in the underbelly just gives it a little more natural look. Looks really awesome. Not many people are going to fish a caddis that look this natural. So you can see our Swiss straw looks just like little caddis wings coming off of there. So this, my friends, is guaranteed to catch fish. I love fishing this caddis fly. So thank you for watching another episode of Aaron at the Fly Desk on the Angler Made YouTube channel. And I hope you go out and try this fly and get some tight lines off it. Thanks for watching.